nation. He's an all-around good guy. He shares your principles and values, and he is taking on an icon in the Illinois Democratic Party. He is taking on a Chicago-style patronage politician. He's taking on Deanna DeMuzio. His name is Sam McCann. He's up next.
Thank you, everybody, for being here. I appreciate the opportunity. Adam, that was a fantastic job as always. Thank you. Folks, I am running for the Illinois 49th State Senate District. Now, I know that may not mean a whole lot to a lot of folks who don't live in that district, but that district is occupied by the wife of Vince DeMuzio, and between the two of them, they occupied that seat for almost 40 years. Last year, I was attending a trade show out of town when I watched our president, our current president, take his oath of office. And while I did not vote for him and did not agree with his worldviews, I stood there in that hallway and I said a little prayer, and I really hoped, as any good American should, that our president, our commander-in-chief, would be successful, would lead this country the way it needs to be led, that things would happen in this country that need to happen. Well, it didn't take long for my fears to be realized. And it wasn't long after that I woke up one morning with a distinct feeling, after watching the continuation of TARP, after watching the stimulus package being passed, after hearing the talks of cap and trade and universal health care, I woke up one morning and I felt this gnawing in the pit of my stomach, and it said, Sam, go enlist. Get in the fight. And I was like, what is going on here? What's going on inside of my mind, inside of my body? And ladies and gentlemen, I felt as if it were December the 8th, 1941. Pearl Harbor had been bombed yesterday, and I woke up as any 40-year-old man would, and I wanted to fight for my country. I wanted to fight for my family. I wanted to enlist, and I wanted to get in the fight. I thought to myself, what can I do? What can one man do? I'm a general contractor by trade. I build. I pound nails for a living. And I thought, what can I do? Here's what I can do. I can run against that Chicago Democratic machine.
That's right.
The same machine that as an infant controlled the city of Chicago and the county of Cook is the same machine that as an adolescent came along and kicked the crap out of this state. And it is the same machine that now occupies the Oval Office, the crown jewel that they've been waiting for.
That's scary. Yes.
You remember, you know who I'm talking about. Rahm, don't ever let a good crisis go by, go wasted. Emmanuel, that Chicago machine. Now, when I talk about Pearl Harbor, and I talk about the men and the women who won World War II, who came through the Great Depression, they didn't blink an eye, they came through the Depression, they fought World War II, they kept our country together, they didn't ask for a thing in return except for our allegiance to the Constitution that they swore to protect and defend, and they fought for, and I intend to give them that.
Woo! Good for you!
That generation is often referred to as the greatest generation. And I submit to you today, ladies and gentlemen, that we have the opportunity to be the next great generation. We also have the opportunity to let it all slip away. I ask you to join with me, to let's stand together, to take this back, to take our country back, to take our state back. I want to take my Senate district back and give it back to the people that it belongs to, not the Chicago Democratic machine. Let's be the next great generation. It takes courage to do this, to run these races, whether it was Adam running for governor, whether it's Bill Brady as our Republican nominee, whether it's Bobby Schilling, the gentleman that's coming up here after me. Any good person running, it takes courage, and it takes courage on your parts to be here tonight. to endorse the candidates, to help the candidates, to work for the candidates. I want you to remember that courage is not the ability to not be afraid. The ability to not be afraid in a situation that is fearful is insanity. Courage is the ability to do your duty, to perform your job in your peak condition in the face of the worst fears you've ever faced. And that's what we need to have, is courage as a generation and as a society. I want you to remember that our freedom is not given to us by the Constitution. Our freedom is given to us. It can't be given to us by a piece of paper written by men, however divinely inspired it might have been. Our freedom is given to us by our Creator.
Yes. Yes. Woo! Yes. Thank God.
Our Constitution is, though, an insurance policy and a contract. It's an insurance policy bought and paid for with the blood and the lives and the souls of the men and women who have fought and died for this country over the years. It is a contract. It's a contract with society, with our society, between our leaders and the rest of us. It is written in our veterans' blood, bought and paid for with their lives and written in their blood, and we cannot let them down.
That's right.
It's a contract and insurance policy that should also be bought and paid for with another branch of our public servants, our politicians. But sadly, somewhere along the way, our public servants morphed into politicians that are more concerned with their own political careers and political equity than they are with the Constitution and the welfare of the people that they are supposed to be there defending and protecting. I want you to know that I'm not going to Springfield just to be a good Republican. I'm not going to Springfield to build a political dynasty for myself or my family or anyone else. I'm not going to Springfield to swear my allegiance to the political power brokers of either party or any party. I've already sworn my allegiance to my Creator and to the people of the 49th Senate District and the people of the state of Illinois. I am going to Springfield to enforce and to reinforce the doctrines and the principles that made this state and this nation great. I'm going to Springfield to lead a charge in the name of the people of the state of Illinois. I give fair warning to Senate President John Cullerton, to House Speaker Mike Madigan, to Governor Quinn, to DeMuzio, to any and all of the powerful political elite in this state, that we are coming at you.
That's right.
We are coming for you. We are coming at you not with brute force. We are coming at you at the speed of light. At the speed of the light of transparency. The light that transparency will shine on this state, on our government. That's what will allow us to take it back. We will not be mob rule. We will not have to fight this battle on a battlefield. We will fight this battle at the ballot boxes.
That's right.
I believe that the good Lord is raising up a generation to take back our state and our country. Not just another generation of politicians. But we can't do it without you. The only way to win is to win together. I need your help, your support, your vote. I pledge to you my dying breath, my last dime, and my last drop of blood. And yes, ma'am, I'm going to stop, but I'm not stopping for good, because we're going to not stop till we take back the State House here in Springfield, Illinois. Thank you.
So you know when politicians